Hi, magandang araw po. Ito po si Sir Alexander de la Cruz at ako po ay magsishare po sa inyo ng aking konting kaalaman dito po sa ating tinatawag na LDM2 at ako po ay magbibigay sa inyo ng konting kaalaman para po i-share naman po sa inyo yung ating expected output na isa-submit sa ating LAC leaders. Siyempre, bago po tayo magsimula, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, share, and comment. At syempre, meron po tayong mga checklist of module requirements for LDM2 coaches. So, meron po tayong 4 na modules at yan po ay atin pong lalagyan ng sagot sa abot ng ating makakaya. At handa na po ba kayo? Tara, ayusin na natin ang ating mga output na ipapasa. Ang ating pong checklist of module requirement LDM2 Module 3A, Lesson Design and Assessment in the Modalities. At ang mga expected output na ating ilalagay dyan ay ang list of targeted learner intervention, learning tasks for distance learning, assessment methods in distance learning, weekly home learning plan for one subject. And mayroon tayong individual learning monitoring plan for a student who lags behind in completing the learning task. LAC 3 teacher engagement report. Ito po ay optional if LAC was conducted. At ang LAC 3 session report, optional din po siya if LAC was conducted. Yung module 3B naman po natin, meron tayong learning resources. Ano po yung nakapaloob doon na ipapasa natin? Accomplished learning resource concerns of schools. Consolidated teacher concerns from their module 3B LAC session. Number 2, accomplished learning resource needs of schools. Consolidated teacher needs from their module 3B LAC session. At ang panghuli ay ang learning resource assessments with reflections. At ang mga ating pong module 4, technical assistance and coaching in learning LDMs, technical assistance or coaching plan for effective learning distance modality 2 learning for teachers. Technical assistant activities documents. Now let us proceed. Module 3A. The LAC 3 session report. Ito yung form 3 na ipinasa natin, LAC 3 session report. This form should be accomplished by the LAC facilitator at the end of every LAC session. So, dito po dapat may date and time of session. Example, September 17, 2020. Venue or platform of session, example, Google Meet, okay, and face-to-face. Depende kung saan nyo gusto. So, number of member present, attach attendance document. Example, meron tayong 10 members, dapat ay meron tayong mga members, di ba? So, anong school sila at siyempre wag kalilimutan ang signature. Ano yung materials and resources? Meron ba kayong self-learning module? May activity sheets? Digital resources? Online resources? Smartphone? PC? LAC session guide? Others? Please specify. So, halimbawa, PowerPoint presentation. Yun. So, in our part A, please indicate the extent to which you agree with each of the following statements by ticking the appropriate box. So, yan na nga po. So, meron din po tayong member participation. So, meron na, check nyo ulit yon kung yung SD strongly disagree, D disagree, and neutral, A agree, SA strongly agree. So, in our member participation, may question po dito. Number 1, all of the members came prepared for the LAC session. My answer is agree. All of the members had an opportunity to share and discuss their assignment, insight, and ideas. Agree. The members' assignments showed an understanding of the lessons in the SLM. Agree. The members demonstrated engagement in and/or enthusiasm for the learning tasks during the session, including providing feedback on each other's assignment. Agree. Facilitation. I managed the sharing and discussion during the LAC session by keeping the discussion focused on the lesson or topic. Agree. Encourage all the members to actively participate in the LAC session. Example, for the teachers to share their work and ideas or insight. Agree. I provided useful feedback on the teacher's assignment. Agree. Now, in part B, please provide the information requested. Number 1 question. The best part of the session, example, what went well? Okay. In number 1, participants were very active in the discourse of the lesson. Through the collaborative effort exerted by all members, the session was meaningful and productive. Number 2 question, problem or challenges encountered and how they were resolved. So, my answer here is internet connectivity was one of the main reasons why some cannot connect or sometimes they are at loss of the site. Number 3, other topic discussed apart from the recommended topics, if any. So, commitment and dedication to finish the topic were inevitable to all members, and this would be an avenue to create great purpose in the workplace. Number 4, recommendations, plans for the next LAC session. Probably on the teacher's development in the conduct of session with the learners. So that's my answer. Idadako na po tayo sa ating next module, ang ating module 3B. So this is the LR concern. Meron tayong 3 columns na susundan nyo po. The LAC concerns, propose steps to address the concerns. So, kuha na po kayo ng inyong notebook. I-ready nyo na po dahil i-dictate ko lang ito sa inyo. Babasahin ko, explain ko sa inyo, sundan nyo, isulat nyo. LAC 1 course orientation. What is your concern? How to be an instructional coach to teachers. Propose steps to address the concerns. Through discussion, brainstorming, to gather different ideas on how to become a coach to teachers, especially to those participants who are not school heads. Ayun. LAC 2. Planning for the implementation of the LDM2 for teachers. What is your concern? Course design for LDM2. Another one is organization of teachers LAC. Propose steps to address the concern. Prepare a plan for implementing capacity building of teachers and school heads. Familiarize on the topics and discussion with the group. Next, LAC 3A. Designing instruction in the different learning modalities. What is your concern and familiarity in the different LDM to be implemented? And propose steps to address the concern. Brainstorming on the guidelines for implementing the different LDMs. Next, prepare different modes of monitoring form. LAC 3B, learning resources. What is your concern and familiarity in accessing learning resources? Next, provision of different learning materials, and propose steps to address the concerns. Number 1, seek the assistance of the school ICT coordinator and accessing different websites. Next, search videos about different learning resources. Okay, that's it. Lack 4, technical assistance and coaching in learning LDMs. What is your concern? Topic: technical assistance and coaching framework is not fitted to the majority of the participants. And propose steps to address the concern. Because majority were empties, they will be asked to assess their school head on how to give technical assistance and how to coach teachers. They should be oriented by their school heads. Lack number 5. Building your LDM TA portfolio. So what is your concern? TA or coaching guidebook. Some participants are not familiar on this topic. See? So, what is your proposed steps to address the concern? Require some participants to read properly the TA coaching guidebook before preparing the document to be submitted. Okay, so yan po yung Module 3B, Accomplish Learning Resource Concern of School. Next, number 2, Accomplish Learning Resource Concerns of School, Consolidated Teacher Concerns from their Module 3B LAC session. Check natin kung paano yon. LR Needs of the Schools. Name of the schools. So write your school, your district. And the third column is learning delivery modality. And the last column is learning resources needed. So that's it. Tapos na. Example, my school, then my district. What is the learning delivery modality? Distance learning modality or modular or maybe modular and online. What is your learning resources needed? SLMs, modules, textbooks, other learning materials such as reading materials from LRMDS, of DepEd portals, and of course, DepEd Commons or DepEd Commons. Next, LR assessments with reflections. So I have here seven questions, or you are going to answer yes or no, or cannot be determined. Number 1, connected and relevant to the MELCs? Yes. 2, appropriate to the grade level and learner characteristics in terms of language activities? Yes. Easy to reproduce and or disseminate? Yes. From a credible source, author? Yes. Culture and gender fair? Yes. Free from red flags on possible copyright and plagiarism issues? Yes. Designed with a layout format that is easy to read and pleasing to the eyes? Yes. So this is the reflection questions. Number 1, was the material able to meet all the requirements? Yes. Were there any questions in the assessment tool where you answered no or cannot be determined? What decision will you make on the LR material? Why? My answer is none. Are there other aspects of the material not covered by the tool but still need to be assessed? Specify which aspects. My answer is none. How does this exercise help you in picking the right and appropriate LRs for your lesson and your learners? So this is my answer. The assessment tool was a great help for us teachers in choosing the best LR for our subject matter. It taught us to consider first all requirements needed in obtaining our desired learning resource. Okay, now let us proceed. Kung naisulat nyo at kayo ay okay na, dito na tayo sa last part. Ang Module 4. Yay! Meron tayong dalawang ipapasa. The Technical Assistance and Coaching in Learning LDMs. So ano yung dalawang yon? TA das Coaching Plan for Effective LDM2 Learning for Teachers. And number 2, TA Activities Documents. So yon, tingnan natin kung ano ang ating pwedeng isagot. TA Coaching Plan for LDM2 Learning of Teachers. Meron tayong 4 column. Number 1, LAC ID number. Number 2 column, Learning Needs. 3 column, TA Required. At yung 4th column, When to Provide. So, dito sa akin, meron akong tatlong sagot. Yung LAC-1-001, LAC-1-002, LAC-1-003. So, dito po sa LAC-1-001, ang aking learning needs, distance learning assessment method. At yung aking TA required, preparing appropriate assessment in the distance learning. And when to provide on September 14, 2020. LAC-1-002. What is my learning needs? Different pedagogical approaches in distance learning. What is the TA required? Best pedagogical approaches in distance learning, specifically in MDL. And when to provide? On September 15, 2020. And LAC ID number, LAC-1003. What is the learning needs? Mental readiness. TA required, coping the new learning delivery. And when to provide? September 16, 2020. So yun, tapos na. Meron na tayong TA coaching plan for LDM to learning of teachers. And last, Module 4 Technical Assistance in Coaching and Learning LDM2, the TA activities documents. Wow, last na. Tapos na tayo. Okay, the TA activities documentation, this template serve as a record of your technical assistance activities, the description of the TA episode, and the results you observe from your teachers. This document will be submitted, but please consider this as your personal record of activities to track your journey as an instructional coach in the LDMs. So like for example, ang aking date ay January 8, 2020. Name of teacher, sino yung teacher mo na inilagay dyan? And describe the TA provided and agreements. Describe the TA provided and agreement. This is my answer. Be prudent in giving examples while solving problems. It is essential to have a key to correction in the examples given to the learners. This way, you could identify whether the answers are correct or wrong. So this is the describe the TA provided and agreement sa ating Teacher 1 noong January 8, 2020. And what is the result? The teacher affirmed that solving first the activity is vital before giving them to the learners. He realized that doing the right preparation shows competence and integrity in dealing with the learners. Next, January 28, 2020. And this is the Teacher 2. Describe the TA provided and agreement dito sa ating Teacher 2 na inilagay. So, provide appropriate intervention for slow and non-readers. During the conduct of the lesson, it is essential to identify the needs and strengths of the learners. Utilize differentiated activities to cater diversity of learners. So, yan po yung aking agreement dito kay Teacher 2. And what is the result? The teacher now aware of different activities for diversity of learners. This way, it possibly address the gap encountered. So, yan po yung nangyari kay Teacher 2 noong January 28, 2020. Okay, next, si Teacher 3 naman noong February 5, 2020. So, describe that the TA provided and agreements dito kay Teacher 3. Classroom should be child-centered. Provide techniques, strategies that could stimulate learners' critical and creative thinking. So yan yung TA provided and agreement kay Teacher 3. So what is the result? Varied activities were provided to properly manage the needs, likes, and ability of the learners. Okay, next. Last February 19, 2020, Teacher 4. So, describe the TA provided and agreements. So, kay Teacher 4, intervention activities have to be utilized to significantly cater the learners who were left behind. Ensure that all learners shall have received equitable education. So what is the result? Teacher utilize appropriate activities that would stimulate pupils' interest in various learning areas. So, and si Teacher 5, last March 3, 2020, describe the TA provided and agreement. So, kay Teacher 5, aside from the reading interventions you have utilized for slow and non-readers, intervention for non-numerate is vital for challenged learners. Provide activities that are non-routine or usually done, such as flashcards and window cards. Instead, integrate the power of modern technology. So, what is the result? Persuaded learners to be engaged and involved in different activities since it is based on their needs and interests. Learners have amazing interest in all activities. Enjoyed every single moment they are with peers. Okay, now, last August 28, 2020, si Teacher 5 naman, ito yung TA provided and agreement. Follow the idea, model, and making lesson exemplar. All materials must be indicated and all the other sources. There must be integration of values once you introduce the lesson. So what is the result? Based from the evaluation tool forwarded to the teachers, all suggestions were met for the enhancement of the list that would serve as guide. So yun. And last September 3, 2020, si Teacher 7 described the TA provided an agreement. The lesson exemplar submitted was lack of reflection. The activities and the engagement pace were not parallel to the objectives. So what is the result? Teacher was informed about the significance of reflection in every lesson. When making activities, see to it the alignment with its objective. So, iyan po yung ating TA activities documentation. So, that's it. So, ayan po, no, na-share ko po sa inyo yung ating checklist of module requirements for LDM2 coaches. Yung ating pong module 1, module 2, 3A, 3B, and 4. At yung expected output to be submitted to LAC leaders. So guys, my dear teachers, sana po nakatulong po yung aking mga i-share sa inyo. Kung ano man po yung kulang, dagdagan nyo na lang po. At kung ano po yung medyo sablay, ayusin nyo na lang po. At least po nagkaroon po tayo ng idea para po maipasa natin na mas maaga itong ating checklist. Siyempre, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share nyo na rin po para po makatulong sa ibang mga teachers. At maraming salamat po. God bless.